Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. Please like on the way in. It gives me an energetic donation to the channel, helps me tune into your energy. Flip the roles as you see fit. These are collective readings, any energy, any sign. Please remember that past, present, or future energies at play, and take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Don't take this on if it doesn't sound like you're reading. All right. I don't know why, but this song came on that I haven't heard in years. It's from Oklahoma. What's it? Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Now, the song is from the musical Oklahoma, as I mentioned, but it sounds like, I don't know, fake ass energy. It doesn't sound like, I don't know, it sounds like somebody's trying too hard. Anyway, let's call in the spirit and let's get this party started, shall we? Spirit, give me a clear message for the collective, one that brings healing, hope, and understanding of their situation. Please protect me as I open myself up to channel these messages, and please protect my beautiful collective. Amen. All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't ring true. It's like, maybe they're trying to fake it till they make it. Good for them, if that's the case. But I'm trying to... I don't know why that song came up. I haven't seen that musical in years. All right, so we have trust in divine detours. Turn knowledge into wisdom. And what do they say about knowledge? Knowledge is power, right? Claim your independence. And be at home. We'll take all those. Believe in yourself is the last one. Okay, so it's like a self-love type of, not necessarily a self-love reading, but it's more of like somebody needs to nurture themselves, somebody needs to care about themselves, and it's like maybe for the first time in forever type of thing. I feel like somebody's such a nurturing person that they take care of everybody and neglect themselves. It maybe there's codependencies here because it's talking about claiming independence, trusting in detours, believing in yourself, be at home, turn knowledge into wisdom. It's like almost like epiphany. This is a person who is codependent on a relationship, possibly married, right? If not married, then living with a person in a commitment with somebody, a long-term situation that they were codependent on financially, and now they're having to go it alone, right? The detour, divine protection is what I'm hearing from spirit. Now they have to believe in themselves instead of a couple type of situation. Instead of believing in we, they have to believe in I. Right? Use those terms. They were so used to saying we for everything because they were a couple, and now they have to say I. I can do this. I. It's about themselves now. But they have to believe that they can be dependent, independent. Yeah, they can believe in themselves and be at home. I don't feel like they were comfortable in the home situation, but there was knowledge here that was given to them, and that knowledge turned into action, where this person walked away from a situation based on what they seen or what they heard or what they learned, is what I'm hearing. So this person who was codependent on a person, always believed that they would be with this person, now all of a sudden they have to go it alone, and they have to rely on their own self for security, right? Financial or otherwise, and they have to make it on their own. And I don't feel like at first, past, present, or future energy, they didn't feel like they could do it. And Spirit's saying you can. You can do it. I feel like a lot of times relationships, and not every relationship, okay? So I get it when you say not everybody, you know, whatever. I am independent. Okay, that's great. That's great. I'm talking about, then this isn't your reading. Hello. Who I'm talking to, reaching out to, the energy that here, you know, that's here, that I am channeling, is a person who is used to being with another person, doing everything for them. Somebody that they could go places with, be with all the time, right? And now all of a sudden they don't have that security anymore. They don't have that partnership anymore. And they don't feel confident enough to go it alone. This is the energy I'm channeling. So if it doesn't resonate, like I said, don't take it on. Yeah, shadow. And it's forced this person to face their shadows, face their fears. Because now they don't have any illusions or delusions anymore. They had to, for a long time, cover over this person's transgressions, this other person, or pretend they were happy in a connection, right? Make excuses for this person's actions or inactions. And now they have to recognize they were enabling this person to treat them a certain way. They were enabling a situation to continue to go on, because it takes two to tango, right? It takes two to make something successful. It takes two to break it apart too. Not just one person's toxicities. There are enablers in the world that don't want to turn a blind eye to somebody's flaws so that they can have a title of husband or wife. And that's a real thing. Discontent and boredom. I feel like this is, your person was discontented and bored. And maybe you were too, right? But you recognize that for better, for worse, in sickness and in health, in discontentment and boredom, you will stay with this person. Be faithful to this person. But that was not what this person was doing to you. They were blaming you for their discontentment and boredom and placing that right at your doorstep or right in front of your feet. It was your fault. You weren't doing enough. Narcissistic energy, right? Any other cards for this Spirit? And I feel like that blame game actually stuck, and you blamed yourself for the inability for that person, him or her, to love you the way you wanted to be loved, or even to feel loved at all. And it wasn't your fault at all. It wasn't your fault at all. It was this person's lack, this person's demons that haunted them, this person's childhood that shaped them, that created this monster. Transformation. You had to transform. And with that transformation, a vibrational change inevitably happened, and you were no longer vibing on the same frequency as this person, and you recognized it for what it was, and you took the blinders off to what they were doing, what they were saying, and you no longer accepted it as your reality. Good for you. Good for you. So there was a direction that you had to go in, right? There was an inevitable end in this situation based on the toxicities, based on the choices that somebody else made. You had to make a choice to stay and to put up with whatever they were going to dish out, or go, right? It's sort of like that my way or the highway mentality that this person had, and you chose the highway. You chose the highway. You chose yourself, really. But the shadow work, that had to, it was heartbreak, right? It was heartbreak, disappointment. I don't feel like you thought that this would happen to you. I feel like you were doing your best. You thought you were doing your best. You thought that you were giving this person what they wanted, only to come up short with that situation, right? Feeling like a failure. But any type of negative outcome is a chance to learn. Learn about yourself, learn about the situation. It's not a failure. It's not. It's not a roadblock, it's a stepping stone. You may not see that right now. You may be in the shadows, right? And you might be embarrassed, is what I'm catching. You might be embarrassed that this person did this to you. You could have a whole community of friends and family, workmates, whatever, that have seen this, and you feel humiliated that you couldn't keep them, right? What is that song from Taylor Swift? What does it say? I go on too many dates, but I can't make them stay. That's what people say. That's what people say. You know. But you gotta shake it off, right? Shake it off. People are gonna say what they say, but the embarrassment should not be yours. The embarrassment should not be yours. You should not be carrying this burden. It was this person's choice, not your lack, that created this. Spirit says, yeah, everything's on the floor. Yeah, I go on too many dates, but I can't make them stay, or something like that. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Follow your dreams. I feel that, and this is an affirmation for positive change. There you go. I feel like you wanted to do certain things in your life and you chose this connection, this relationship instead. Like you put your whole, I don't know, time, energy, and effort into this person, into this situation, into this marriage, if it was that, and you didn't follow your dreams. You kind of forgot about them or stuffed them down and made this your dream. Parenthood or marriage, nothing wrong with any of those things, right? But if it's not reciprocal, if it's just one person doing all the work and this other person just taking and draining you, then how successful is the outcome of that situation? 12 on the clock. Sorry, 13 on the clock. And that's what ended up happening. And then inevitably there's resentments that happen, arguments that happen. You didn't follow your dreams. You followed this person. And you lost your way. But you felt like you had to because you were in this connection with this person and you wanted to give it a go and you were willing to make the sacrifices to make the relationship work, but they weren't. They weren't. This person could be a player. This person could want their cake and eat it too. They wanted all these options. They wanted this exciting newness of relationships. They could be into hit it and quit it, right? Fickle energy, not really giving full force into one relationship, but spreading themselves all over the place, right? They like that excitement of the chase type of energy. 14, and you were a casualty of war, man. They wanted freedom to move, freedom to choose, freedom to do what they wanted. Unfortunately, you got in the way of that. So you inevitably had to pay with their bad manners and their moods and all that stuff as a way of them telling you they wanted to walk away from the situation. And maybe you knew that intuitively, but you just pretended that everything was great, grand. It's going to work out in the end, right? We have to go through hard times in order to appreciate the good times. But then it started piling up the negatives of the connection versus the positives. And you no longer could just put your head in the sand and deny that this was happening to you. Maybe you even witnessed some of their betrayal of you and your of the relationship. You could no longer pretend, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Awakening is here, right? It was like so obvious. Yeah, there was a lot of drama. It's saying here, a lot of drama that went on. And heartbreak. But inevitably, you chose yourself. Spiritual freedom, right? They wanted physical freedom from the connection. You gained spiritual freedom. Because of this change in your life, you sought freedom, not freedom, but you sought knowledge through spirituality, prayer, right? Manifestations. And a renewal happened. Yeah. Yeah. One door closed and another one opened. And you walked right out that door with your head held high, despite the embarrassment you felt inside that you failed at something. Yeah, and then there's the accountability and blame game that happened. Possibly them blaming you for the reason it ended. But they're the ones that provoked this ending with their behavior. Left you vulnerable financially, right? Kind of like out in the elements alone without any protection. This person wants a renewal, a reunion. They want you to come back to them. But you're not sure anymore. You're guarding your heart against this person based on what happened, how they hurt you. Yep. This person ghosted this connection for a long time. But time, right? Time heals all wounds, right? They say, and I should know. Because it feels like forever, but I'm letting you go. Yep. Now I'm almost over you. I'm almost shook these blues. So when you come back around, after painting the town, you'll see I'm almost over you. Yep. Judgment, man. You made a judgment on this connection. And you walked away. Yep. Swan song, man. It's done. They're communicating with you, and maybe there's barely any communication, but if they are communicating with you, it's in the 5D, right? They're communicating with you, trying to get you to contact them, unblock them if some of you have blocked their phone number. Maybe pretending, innocence and when they're not. I don't know. I feel like they had a lot of influence on you at one time, but I don't feel like they have that anymore. You're not buying into their game. Maybe they're sending you communication, text messages, cards. Yeah. I think you stopped allowing them to penetrate anymore. The love that you had for this person, the feelings that you had, the deep feelings you had for this person. I feel like you blocked that in a lot of ways. You're hiding your heart. There was a solid foundation, but they, I don't know, it's like they built this relationship on a solid foundation, but the house was a deck of cards. Yep. It wouldn't take much to knock it over, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. There's a lot of darkness in this person, a lot of inner demons, and a lot of regret that they feel. There's not a balance there with this person. They do the most, right? They go all out. There's a lot of inner wounds of self-worth, like problems there where they seek it out in other people, attention. Yep. This was a cycle, but I feel like the cycle's over. Yeah. Your broken heart, you're mending that from this person's mind games, user energy. You transformed. Music is important to you, and this is something where I feel like you might have that in common with this person. They might try to contact you through songs, music, manifest you. They were wearing a mask. It's like they just put you through it. It was like weeding through the muck in the mirror with this person. All you did was come out feeling dirty. They spread themselves too thin with relationships. They don't want to commit to just one person. A lot of baggage this person has. But I feel like you've done a lot of soul searching about this divine masculine, and you just closed the road, man. Yep. You've closed the road. And I feel like it's not even scratching the surface of what Spirit's seen and heard. That's why I feel like there's a lot of divine intervention in the situation, where you were taken out of a situation that was toxic, and it was even more toxic than you were aware of what this person was doing, right? And humility's here. I mean, I feel like you've been humbled by the situation. Maybe you've always not said much to make waves. You've muzzled yourself in a sense, or they muzzled you, right? And you couldn't speak your truth, but now that's over. You've risen your vibration. You've raised your vibration. You're not that same person anymore. Right? You had to get out of that comfort zone and stop settling. Maybe that's a family trait, generational curse, right? I feel like they burnt their bridge with you. There's no longer any harmony in this connection. No longer a reason to stick around, stay. 2222, I see. Maybe you felt trapped for a long time attached to this person. There's been so much conflict, I don't know, fights and arguments. Inner child wounds that you also needed to heal. Yeah, maybe you like trauma bonded with this person because of similarities in raising in childhood. You could understand that this person, and even made excuses for why this person treated you the way they did, but I feel like you're changing that perception. They want another opportunity with you, but I felt like, they camouflaged who they truly were. They weren't loyal to you. They're seeking forgiveness, but they put a lot of drama in your life because they're attention seeking. There's a lot of memories because there's a lot of years you probably were with this person, but I feel like the blame game was there. They blamed you for the situation. They made you feel less of a person, like you needed to do the extra, go the extra mile for this person. You gave a lot of love to this person and to this connection, and it was an unfair judgment that they made when they walked away from you to seek other things because they were bored. But they didn't do anything really to keep the relationship or marriage going. I feel like they let you do all the work while they had, it looked all like, it's like they took all the credit in a sense of the success of this connection being so long, right? The family, whatever you built up, it's like they looked good because of you. And now I feel like other people are going to see that it was you that made this successful, regardless of how they're lying about you. They're going to see the truth in this person. They're not going to be able to hide who they truly are or what they truly did any longer. 24 on the clock. Other people are going to see it. They weren't the ones that were loyal. You were. The moon is here. Yeah, there's a lot of illusions and delusions that this person is under that are going to be revealed to you and to these people that possibly judge this connection or laughing about it behind your back, or listening to this person complain about you and they literally believe it. It's like they're going to find out that it wasn't you that was the problem. It was this person. and their lies and their deception, right? Look at this. You could have had a great relationship with this person. 10 of Cups. You could have. But it's in the reverse. So it's a broken family and shattered dreams. The Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person was reckless and restless, right? They were unpredictable and they were doing the most. They didn't have any regard for your feelings or the embarrassment they were putting you under 25 on the clock by doing what they did because they didn't have the strength, right? Weak, easily tempted, easily flattered, looking for attention, looking for somebody that they could brag on that they had this prize to other people. And you had to stand your ground, stand up for yourself, put up boundaries against this person so they can no longer hurt you, especially hurt your heart, right? Because they betrayed you, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. 7 of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They took a different path, right? They made a different choice based on temptation, not on truth. They made themselves believe that you were the problem, blaming you for the connection. And that's what they told others. The Empress here. And just because it's a masculine energy does not mean it's not a female. So you could be standing in your Emperor energy right now. Standing up for yourself, defending yourself. You don't need to stand there and say, it's not, argue with this person. But I feel like silence, through distance, you're teaching this person that you're better than that. That you're not going to wallow in self-pity. And you're not going to have this blame game that they're doing. Let them tell other people lies. You know the truth. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse again. They may think they have it all, right? But they're going to find that, like I say all the time in readings, the grass isn't greener, but they're going to find that this outward appearance of success is just a trap. Yeah, balance, temperance, balance is needed. You're a hardworking person. You work diligently. You have positivity, and you're going to do better than this person. You're going to do a lot better than this person because they're a taker. And now they're being taken by somebody else. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. The taker is being taken advantage of. Yep. See, there he goes, the Tower, sudden change. You walked away from this person and their life got worse. Death, an ending. Yep, and they're forced to see you succeed. 9 of Pentacles. Well, all they're going to have is disappointment and regret for the choices that they've made. Yep. The illusions are being lifted, and they're going to see it in their own situation. You can't hurt people and expect that karma ain't going to come knocking at your door at 28 on the clock. One more card, Spirit, to end this, please. Give some advice to this person who had to move on. Soul solitude. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet. Place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. And you've been such an honorable person that has given so much to this connection, this person and your family. It's time for you to care for yourself just as much, right? Last one, trust. While your logical mind is dictating a supposed clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. 29. And you are not alone. We are here for you. We never left. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends, and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. Like that. Footprints in the sand, man. When you can't walk, we carry you. Your ancestors are carrying you right now. And they're rooting for you. And they believe in you. And you are never truly alone. You may feel that way. And you may have to physically in the physical walk alone. But you are stronger than you think. And you can do this. Have trust and faith. Things are going to get better. Thank you so much for joining me on Empress Aries 888. Please like, subscribe, enjoy my track. Love to have you. Till next time. Be safe out there, my friends. Be blessed.